what I'm still trying to figure out is that you're talking about 5,000 people who were deactivated. Bakit sila na-deactivate? On one hand, I hear complaints na mabagal yung processing ng provisional authority. On the other hand, sabi ng LTFRB, dapat dati pang nag-apply ng CPC, so prangkisa, itong 5,000 ito na hindi nila nagawa. So, sa huli, kanino babagsak yung 5,000 na hindi na-activate?
Okay, I'll take 2 steps back so para having to explain that. Noong 2017, if you would recall, when we discovered that Uber and Grab were into, if I have to say this, wholesale colorum. Meron ang dami, tens of thousands in their system accredited. Take and actively taking bookings na walang prangkisa sa LTFRB. So, ang ginawa po natin doon, inayos natin.
Not even an application?
Not even an application.
Provisional authority?
Not even an application. Ibig sabihin, the mere filing of an application, wala po.
No effort.
Kaya pag makita mo yan, commonly, pag makita mo yan sa apps, application or CPC on process. That's a euphemism na hindi talaga nakapag-apply. Or if I may say, colorum. Okay. But having said that, inayos pa rin namin. Why? Because we know how important the service is. There should be no disruption of the service. Kaya ang temporary solution namin doon, by the way, when we discussed this, it was actually in the context of a technical working group with Grab, Uber, and UHAP, because there were 3 accredited TNCs at the time. So Grab and Uber were very active in the discussion. So we came up with what you call a master list of about 55,000 at the time. How did they define it? Actually, it was Uber and Grab who said, let's come up with this number and to define that this 55 number are those what they call active for the last 90 days. So, ibig sabihin, yung iba, tatanggalin na natin. Kasi talagang colorum naman din talaga lahat. Pati yung 55,000 po, most of them were also colorum, but we accommodated that in transition. Okay? So, having said that, ang ginagawa po natin ngayon, nagbubukas na, no? We started with 10,000 last year, and then 20, and then last Monday, another 10. That won't be the end. In fact, at the time of the technical working group, we're hitting the number of 65,000. So in the coming probably month or 2, as we would know what the numbers are, we would probably open up another, we don't know, no? X thousands of slots again.
So far, sino yung dini-activate?
So what happened at that time, since 2017, but there was already an order that they're not going to accept any new applicants. So ibig sabihin, pag mag-a-apply ka, kailangan may prangkisa na. In the meantime, ang naiwan na lang kasi umalis na yung Uber, and yung listahan sa Uber napunta sa Grab. So what Grab did, as I was told, and perhaps she can explain a bit further, nilinis din nila. Na ibig sabihin, tinignan nila kung sino yung nandun sa listahan na pwede nilang kunin. Now, I don't know if some of those are still without papers or still within the master list as we call it. And then after that, what we have told Grab is that you will have to start cleaning or cleansing your system of those without any documents. No?
Okay.
So
Hosaka,
yun na po yung nangyayari. I understand from them they started deactivating something like 500 a week.
500 a week.
500
Ayun,
a week.
anong basehan nyo?
Okay, what we did was to manually check on the system because like what Chairman had explained, we had that master list. And in the master list, nandyan po lahat talaga, no? From yung mga nag-transition, from Uber to Grab. And there were several motions actually filed with the LTFRB, but when we received the final order from the LTFRB to require these TNVS partners to have documentation, that's when we started manually looking at the list, one by one, looking at the system. And we started deactivating sometime last year, and then around January 2019, we were deactivating 500 per week.
Okay. Okay, so you were looking at the documents to see if they were complete or incomplete or illegally acquired or parang ganon.
That's correct.
Tapos sinasabihan nyo ba sila na
Yes,
hindi ka
definitely.
na pwede bumiyahe?
Definitely. We inform them po, of course, we have to afford them also due process. And if they are able to provide documentation, then we take them out of that list to be deactivated.
So, okay, so you deactivated 5,000, but you opened it up now to 10,000. Anong basis nun?
No, actually, let me clarify that. Initially, when we were deactivating around 500 per week since January 2019, we were able to receive the data from the LTFRB last May, and so we were able to compare sino ba talaga ang may prangkisa. And sa own manual comparison namin, nakakita po kami ng around 8,000 without proper documentation. We had informed them, these TNVS partners, that we will deactivate you if you're unable to provide proper documentation.
okay.
And out of that 8,000, meron pong 3,000 na
Na nag-comply.
nakapag-provide.
I see,
So
okay.
those were deactivated, went down to
Let me-
5.
Pero in the meantime, humihingi na naman yung mga na-deactivate ng provisional, well, not provisional, but parang temporary permit to operate again. Are you willing?
Actually, insofar as that one is concerned, no, kasi sinasabi nga nila, they're asking for consideration. And if I will have to put it in a context, that consideration actually started July 2017. So, matagal na rin po na panahon.
So pwede
na
nga
binigyan
sila
natin-
ulit mag-apply?
No, because yung
May request
sinasabi,
niya yun.
I think
may request siya
the
ngayon
point of the question was kung pwede silang tumuloy kahit na wala pa silang
Ngayon na naman.
hindi mo na i-deactivate kahit na walang
this
dokumento.
is a request
That
within
has
the
been
week.
happening since 2017. And precisely why we're trying to address that. And since we're already opening up franchises, I mentioned about 10,000 and then another 20 and another 10 and hopefully another 10 or 15 later on, no? Wala nang I think
Kailangan na
insofar as
mag-comply.
kailangan na rin talaga mag-comply.